All right, so welcome everybody. This is gonna be the new Cafe Underground, home for LA's new and emerging underground and hip hop artists. I am your host, AB. With me,
J Star the realest.
Let's go. Let's
I
go.
need you to throw your hands if you feel it. Fuck if you don't, we still living. Hopping out of this coupe, I'm still dripping. Nigga, this underground, Benji. This cafe ain't friendly. Pumping the shit deep if you with me. I'ma do the same thing if you hit me. Nigga, this underground. Gotta put it on broadcast, big bag fee. What it is, I put it on tees. 415 speak a nigga need. Underground.
What's going on, brother? So let's kind of give people a little bit of background, man. We were talking a lot the last like month or so. We were kind of coming up with this idea and whatnot, and I know we were talking about this, the platform and everything else, but while we actually are here right now today, share a little bit, brother. I mean,
Yeah.
we in LA, let's give them a little bit of background.
Well, I mean, just looking at all of the different YouTube channels today, everybody's doing the same shit.
Right.
Everybody is copycatting. There's nobody that's being original. Everyone is afraid to step outside of the box and try something different.
Facts.
Everybody's either gossip. Got a lot of people that's doing gang play, like they, faking like they gang banging, all that different type of stuff. So just wanted to try something different.
Right.
Is a lot of these artists that's doing a lot of these podcasts and all of this. Believe it or not, a lot of them is looking for their break into the music industry anyway. So
Facts.
I was just thinking, step outside the box. Let's do Cafe Underground.
Yeah.
Let's do something that's catering to those particular underground artists.
Facts. That's facts.
And just bring it all together where we can help them gain some exposure.
Hey man, look, I'll be honest with you, brother. I mean, for me, just like yourself, it's like we're gonna run it back a little bit, man. Like everything you said was on point. It was money. It was the truth. Now, another thing I've also noticed, man, I know we brought up a little bit, man, it's the culture, brother. This really is this is for everybody up out there.
Yeah.
We love the culture, but at the same time, we got to make sure, one, that they know LA has got stuff to share.
Definitely.
Right? There's a lot of talent out here, man. A lot of artists, brother. A lot of, it's not, once upon a time, they call it unsigned hype.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So we got a ton of it, but it's like, where do you go to showcase what you got going on?
Yeah.
Right? Once upon a time, we had, Peace to the God. We had Rap City the Basement. We had a lot of shows, right? But then we had this new thing. We have this social media, YouTube and everything else, and the platform is bananas. It's crazy. But how do you bring that new talent and connect the two? And especially with LA, all this stuff, because the South right now is going bananas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The South right now is going, and much respect to the South, but we got a lineup. I'm actually excited about this thing, man.
Yeah. I am too.
Facts, man.
It's definitely something different.
Yeah.
I would, putting everything together, just looking at back in the day when we had Rap City in the Basement.
Rap the Basement.
Everybody
Big
loved
building.
Big Tigger.
Right. Joe Claire.
Yeah.
Can't forget about Joe Claire.
Yeah.
At Joe Claire.
So, then that show did numbers, crazy numbers.
Yeah, it's facts.
So it's they always say sometime instead of reinventing new things or new ways of doing things, sometimes just try to go off of what's already been done. Just trying to redo what's already been done.
Also, too, we gotta give some homage. I'm gonna pay homage. We're gonna do shout out to Big Boy. Everybody know about Big Boy. We got Power 106.
Exactly.
We got the beat. There's a couple. I'm talking about radio right now.
Yeah.
So we was talking a little bit off camera, but I was talking to you, and it was like I was in traffic, right? I was going to work, and what I noticed was it was like I was hearing, this was like, I want to say maybe like, I should probably say last year, right? And it was the same rotation. Shout out to radio, but I know how it goes. And people sometimes, they may not have whatever the move may be, but sometimes you may, if it costs or whatever the case may be, sometimes artists don't have that. You you know what I'm saying, to be put in rotation and everything else. And they still may be hot, right? So I'm listening, I'm like, I'm kind of, just tell the truth, it's like a hole. So I'm like, wait a minute, I'm not hearing everything I want to hear. So I go, I'm YouTube, Spotify'd up. And I'm hearing a lot of cats. I'm cats like Rimble, what we talking about? RJ, we got Blue Team, we got our man right here in the back, we got Blisto, you know what I'm saying? So I'm hearing all this stuff, but that's social media. But I'm like, wait a minute, I'm like, I don't get a chance to hear that.
Yeah.
So we need to have that platform. So I'm like, you know what? That's why I'm excited about this right now.
Yeah.
Because we get real artists up in here from the turf grassroots situation.
Yeah, definitely.
Facts.
Definitely.
Big facts. I don't like doing this. I love my man, but it was
talking about BG?
It was
Yeah. BG.
What's going on, man?
Based on what I've seen, I mean, it looked a little suspect. You know, it definitely looks that way.
Look, bro. Shout out to Wayside. Shout out to Wayside. But this I'll be honest with you. I don't know. But supposedly it was the situation they talk about. He got the hair done.
Hair braid.
I still rock. I still rock with it. I still rock with BG as artist. I don't know about what happened. They showed a couple flicks with him beforehand. It was kind of the same thing. It said it looked a little feminine.
Yeah. But nowadays they got so many different programs where you can manipulate the image. So, I mean, what it appeared to look a little soft, but but then again, you gotta look at the flip side. These days they got programs where they can manipulate images, to look a certain way too. So, so it's really hard to really.
This is what I would say, man. The hip hop world has changed a great deal, right? Whatever you do is whatever you do. I don't know about that man's situation. I don't know, but I'm still rocking the hot boy shit. Straight up. Just like when my man C-Mac, when my man was talking about old boy with the Old Town Road. You know what I'm saying? Like when they found out he still bumped the shit. I'm still bumping hot boy shit.
Yeah.
Still bumping hot boy shit.
Boosie the other day, I guess Boosie put him on.
Badass.
Boosie put him on, put BG on one of his songs.
Okay.
It's coming out on his new album that he got coming out.
Yeah.
The song was pretty dope. It was a banger. It's definitely a banger.
See, so this is the idea what I'm talking about right here. This is the exact. So if you really think about it, right? Let's use Boosie for example, right? BG, he has songs on the radio. We're gonna come full circle. BG has songs on the radio.
Yeah, definitely.
Boosie, I don't know that many songs that man really had airplay. Just like our own Nip, right?
Yeah.
But he still did his thing. And that's what we kind of like looking for right now. It doesn't have to be a certain type of genre, but if you got talent, you got talent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Boosie, one of my favorite Boosie songs, man, was him and Webby. You know what I'm saying?
That
Wipe Me Down. You know what I'm talking about? I'm talking INDEPE.
Oh yeah.
Do you know what that mean, man? Man, we gotta bring that back, bro. Just like they hear this beginning right here when they hear that hip hop, we gotta start bringing that stuff back, bro.
Yeah.
We gotta start bringing that stuff back.
Boosie a hard worker too. He's probably one of the few artists that I know that think outside the box.
Right.
Boosie, I mean, like when he had his Instagram, he'll throw a little post up there. Hey, I'm in LA. Hey, I'm over here.
Right.
You got the racks. Hit me.
Facts.
We pulling up. We bringing the studio. We You know,
Have money will fly.
Exactly.
You know what I'm talking about?
Let's put the feature together.
And I'm all about it. Sock it to my pocket. You know what I'm talking
Exactly.
about? That's what we're talking about right up in there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? But for these LA cats right now, right? In the town, you know what I'm talking about? I see a lot of cats doing some stuff. I see some dudes in the downs, right? I seen them with their studio, right? And I see these pockets. And when I looked at it, it was an expose, and they were in the downs, and they were in the great. But it was the guy that was actually filming it. The dude was from like UK or something like that, right? So there's these pockets, and you see here and there. But I want to see the town consistently, and it's not just LA County, right? Because people from out of town, because everyone may be watching this right now, they don't know how big LA County first of all spans, but there's other places where we got old boy from the Pack, what was known as Anderson Paak, right? Mm-hmm. That dude, I think he's from like Ventura or something like that, right? Yeah. It's a lot of talent around, but they just don't, you know what I'm saying? We need them once. So we're going to drop the tag before we get up out of here so they know exactly where to find us, so they want to connect, and we'll take it from there.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What was that one artist you was working with as well, too? He's in Vegas right now.
J3?
Is it
J3 or is you talking about L's?
I'm thinking about L's, but yeah, his cousin J3. So L's.
J3, yeah. J3 and what is it? Young Mobster.
Okay.
Young Magnificent. Which is now he's signed to WAC 100 ENT.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey man, shout out to boy. I'll tell you, like, and everyone says it, man. WAC, that boy be outside. For real, that boy be outside.
Yeah.
Regardless what but he be outside. He's taking care of his business. What's the so where's YM out of?
He's out of LA.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up. We're gonna drop some tags on one because you got a little something. Okay, we're gonna drop some tags on where they can find him as well too. We're gonna have him on there as well too.
Yeah.
So what's the word with him? What's going on with him?
You talking about YM?
Yeah.
Yeah, he doing his thing over there.
Man, there's a couple of them, man. So we got LA. I think we was talking before, man. Like a lot of cats I've seen now, they're starting to have a little bit more traction. Lil Cat Ramble. A lot of cats on the north, man. A lot of talent up out here, bro. LA as well too. What's going on with 3? What's going on with 3?
J3?
Yeah, J3.
He don't have much right now going. They got a couple of songs. He's still in the development stages.
Right on, okay.
Things, but
that's what's up.
He gonna be hot. When we get done working with him, he gonna be pretty hot. He got the swag, he got the drive. We used to when we had the studio on Atlantic, he used to come through.
Okay.
And we talking about 11-year-old kid coming all the way from LA on the bus. He'll call me. He used to call me like, I'm getting on the bus right now.
Respect the hustle.
Yeah, I'm getting on the bus. I'm getting on the bus right now, and I'm on my way. All right. I mean, as he get midway to the studio, he calls me again. I'm right here on such and such. I'll be there in 15 minutes. Very professional. We talking about 10, 11 years old.
Bro, that's solid.
Came straight into the studio.
Right
had his material already written, ready to go. Got in the booth, laid his tracks.
I love to hear that.
Super easy to work with, manageable.
Note to everybody, please be professional. If you do turn up, wait till after you leave the studio. The whole turning up in the studio and getting it done is to do not listen to everybody's story. You may not be able to perform too turned up. So I like the fact, one, even though he shouldn't be, but I mean, come on now, at that age, it's still Call of Duty out there. Yeah, right on. Okay. So that's 3.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, for myself, I'm hearing about a lot of talent, but I know it's a gang. It's a gang of stuff for me. To me, do you listen, for me, myself, brother, I listen more to social media. I listen more to like YouTube right now. I listen more to Spotify right now, and just dial in what I'm looking for. But I also notice I hear a different artist that are just pretty much on that playlist, depending on the algorithm, what they put on. Yeah,
I was listening to a few songs. Shout out to MB3.
Shout out to MB3.
He got some bangers. Him and Nova put a song together that's pretty fire. Yeah.
What did we talk about before? We talked about, is that one of the three that we were talking about? We talked about, it was I think it was like, said Hate It, Never, and then it was another one. I forgot the three. But we're gonna check to see exactly which one he was, if any of them.
Yeah.
And we gotta get this man as well too. So he's in the background right now. People can't see him.
Yeah.
But we got Nova Blisto. Okay, this man is in the background, but one of the most talented cats I've seen.
Yeah.
Like thus far. I mean, like really thus far.
Modern
And
day,
he doing
Renaissance
tinkering
man.
and all this right here
Yeah.
as well too. Super talented man, gifted.
Yeah.
Since I remember you, brother, I remember you was. I ain't gonna. This is not a slight. This is actually a plus. You always remind me of like a CEO. You know what I'm saying? Like before your time, bro.
Really.
More specifically, it's bad now, but I'm still gonna give you the compliment because it's a plus. It's Puffy. Puffy before not old Puffy, not new Puffy. This because Puffy got it done. He was like a perfectionist. Not the shout out to Puff. Puff, you do what you do. That's cool. But not the all that stuff going on, Puff. Now, the reason why I bring this up, I'm serious. It's for real. I had to make that very clear. Shout out to Puff. Cool, do it, whatever. I ain't got no time. No. But that being said, I use Biggie as an example. Biggie could not do the last song on the album, Ready to Die, for the whole album. He had to have a Juicy in there. He had to have some party, you know what I'm saying? Because it was about the whole, he knew how the money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he knew what was going to drive, what was going to, so you got to make an artist in the full spectrum. Do you find it's kind of hard right now, challenging to really have those conversations with people? Because you got artists, you got egos, you got pride, you got the whole persona. Like I know you know what I'm saying, you deal with artists.
Yeah,
you see that as an issue?
Definitely, because you got to deal with their egos. A lot of artists do not want to invest in themselves. So it's a real challenge. Everybody's just waiting for that deal just to land.
Drop on their lap, like, oh, it's
drop
coming.
on their lap, but a lot of artists
money.
Yeah, but a lot of artists just don't want to do the footwork, so it makes it it makes it hard. It makes it very hard.
Facts.
And a lot of them can't take criticism well. So you tell them, hey man, this song ain't it. This ain't it. Some of them, it might be a situation. It may get a little upset.
That's a touchy subject, man, because this is like their persona. Let's say they're really not. They may not be that way. Sometimes you don't know. Sometimes people come in there looking like it's Daz Effects.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like 93 or something like that. Or just like, you know what I'm saying? The NWA album cover.
Yeah.
You don't know, but it's sometimes that is a persona.
Yeah, definitely.
You gotta get to that layer.
But you have to get there. You have to get to that level. I mean,
Right.
you got the persona, but your pockets is empty.
Yeah.
So you got to get to that level. So I think an artist should always be humble.
Yeah.
Always be open to learn.
Yeah.
And definitely be willing to take criticism, because when you get to those labels, man, they're not the nicest people.
I can imagine that. Anybody out there listening, please be humble. And I got another one for this man as well too. You said something before. You said invest in themselves.
Definitely.
Now, when you say invest in themselves, what would you prefer, or what would you hope for in regards to someone approaching you saying, hey, you know what, I'm actually, pursuing this music career? What are some things that we're talking about? Like a couple
I would say
tracks, albums,
be willing to pay for your own recording time. Don't always look for the next person to pay for your studio time. Pay for your studio time. I mean, you can go to the pawn shop and get a camera, and some recording equipment for less than $500. So spend a few dollars and invest in yourself. Everybody spend money on buying weed and alcohol.
No problem with that.
And the Jordans,
they find it.
Yeah,
they become an alchemist when it comes to the turn up.
Yeah, so I think a lot of artists, too, they don't believe in themselves. They don't believe. They fail to dream.
That was
but
the bar, man.
You know, you have to dream. You have to believe. You have to believe that you can do this.
Yeah.
And a lot of artists don't don't feel they can believe it. But if somebody tell them, hey, look, drop me 4 demos and I got this $100,000 advancement for you.
Yeah.
I guarantee you they're gonna get it done.
Yeah.
But if you tell them, hey, look, drop these 4 songs and I'ma shop it.
Yeah.
Then more than likely they're not gonna get nothing done. They're not gonna do it.
So let me ask you a question, man. Right now, do you have like a favorite artist that you would say right now? Or let's take a step back. In the way hip hop is right now, right? Because it's not bad at all whatsoever, right? This is like it's new school, new money type situations going on. Do you feel sometimes the money can ruin an artist in regards to their creativity and things like that, of that nature?
I'm gonna say this, and I'm not gonna even say any names. Okay. An artist this close to ASR Music Group, Vision 415 Recording Studio.
Yeah.
Got a deal. We're not gonna talk about where he got his situation, but he was broke within the first 30 days. So for real, I mean, the whole advancement gone in the first 30 days. Sitting homeless. He still got a deal, but he's homeless. So it's like, and that become real tricky now, because now you didn't started getting a little buzz, you know, and you getting a little traction. But now you broke. So I was just thinking about this. So what do you do? So you go back and work at the warehouse, or what do you do? I mean, because it looks a little weird, right? You got a little buzz going.
Yeah.
You know, people didn't seen you at opening up. People have seen you opening up at these shows.
Yeah.
But you broke. You homeless. So what do? You go stay in the homeless shelters, or do you go work at the warehouse? Pretty tricky.
You know what? It was.
I think that would damage their image.
And it will. But I will tell you this, man. This is the thing, right? Nobody. I say it like this. When you come from nothing, you don't know. Sometimes you may not know the best way to manage your money. Sometimes you got to fall down a couple times, right?
Yeah.
You just hopefully you have be blessed to learn the second time around. Should that happen again, because you know the mechanics to kind of get there. Whether it's people, combination of talent, so on and so forth. But for me, I can see someone coming in to something that never had before, and it's tricky. You may have family to come out the blue. You may have a situation life happens. Ain't it like when you say adulting and everything else, life happens. But you gotta be very mindful about the people around you. Especially when you have this entourage. I think it was one of the babies said, hey, sometimes the entourage is dead. Like for real. The whole entourage thing, this 50 people, everything else, you gotta be very mindful about how you move. Like very mindful about how you food. Very mindful about how you move. These are facts. Yo, when it comes to like your artists, right? Or just an artist in general, right? Sometimes for myself, I like the artists right now when it comes to like their collaborations. Unfortunately, more than the actual project themselves.
Yeah.
Like by themselves. And I don't know why that is. Sometimes they perform a little bit better when they collaborate with somebody else in the midst of all this ghostwriter shit, whatever they got going on right now as well too. And first of all, don't shame a ghostwriter. Yeah. Sometimes the artist can just say it better than you. Like it just is what it is. But collabos right now, what are some of the hot collabos we're thinking about right now, man? Like this, that come to mind.
Again, I mean, I haven't heard a lot of them, but again, that song Nova and MB3 did is pretty dope.
Man, we need to hear this shit.
Yeah.
Like facts.
Yeah. We'll play it. We'll play it.
For sure. Okay.
Take the top off, now we riding on the roofless. Why you wanna be fly like you parachute? Even when the stakes high, your eyes is therapeutic. Why you wanna be mad? Give my heart to you, but you probably need a heat pad. I ain't tryna body nobody over your fleek ass. Baby, you the one, so you know you ain't gotta ask.
Girl, you fucking with a BOSS to the sunset in the SS. Drop a whole Billy right on my best check. And I know you feel it when you sit in first class in the best jets. Baby, make you feel like you dead ass. Don't need nobody else. When you need it, just call me. Cause you don't need nobody.
That shit was a little fucking fire though.
Yeah.
That shit was fire, bro. That was fire, bro.
Yeah.
So when this man comes, like because he's doing this thing right now, but when this man comes on here, man, I want to ask this one. Where do you find the inspiration, right? Because some cats are just dumb creative, but you like, bro, like you try to do the same thing, you can't do it the same. Like you rap a Ludacris verse, it don't come out the same.
Yeah.
So you can say the same words, it's different.
Nah, you gotta add
It
a
hit
personality
different
with it too.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Inverse hit different. So when you talk about like R&B and shit like that, people think like R&B is like, bro, first of all, that's an art. You know what I'm saying? That's an art. Not everybody can do it the same.
Yeah.
For real, there's a lot of niggas right now at the house singing in the bathroom, and they're gonna stay right there. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. But my man, he got something we gotta figure out. One, when we can get him on the show.
And before we get out of here, shout out to Good Riddance.
Shout out.
Him and Nova, also Nova on the hook on that new song he just dropped.
Okay.
I think it's Christian Dior, I think is the name of the song. Have you heard it?
Fire.
Yeah.
Fire.
Yeah.
Bro,
that's
fire.
A dope song. So, but yeah, follow us. We are looking for artists.
Yeah.
For more interviews, if you're interested, the way that we're going to do it is follow our DM us on IG Cafe Underground. You have to follow us. Shoot us an email with some links to your music, and we'll go from there. But you have to follow us. We're not taking anybody if you don't follow us, because it's all a collective.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So follow us, we follow you, follow your music, and then, you know, we promote everything together.
Wiz, and we out.
Welcome to the cafe, underground hip hop, a channel slapping like Will Smith and Chris Rock. You make it head and your shit's hot. This ain't no jump off the porch bullshit. We got the streets locked.